Magandang hapon, Malacañang Press Corps. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you joining us as we share the key directives and decisions made during the recent 5th National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict, or NTF-ELCAC Executive Committee meeting, chaired by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. today, April 4. Today's press conference is to provide insights into the directives outlined by President Marcos during the aforementioned meeting, which are aimed at furthering the efforts to end local communist armed conflict in our nation. To discuss what transpired during the meeting, we have with us today National Security Advisor Secretary Eduardo M. Año, Executive Director of the NTF-ELCAC USEC Ernesto C. Torres Jr., Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr., Presidential Advisor for Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity, and Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff, General Romeo S. Bronner Jr. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Okay, we begin with Secretary Año, sir.
Thank you, Daphne. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat. The NTF-ELCAC is pleased to report the results of the 5th EXECOM meeting of the NTF-ELCAC. The President has directed the immediate implementation of the amnesty program for the remaining members of the cpp-npa-ndf, since Congress has already concurred with the proclamation. I am joined today by Secretary Charlie Galvez, who will give us the details of the amnesty program. The President has also reiterated his directive made last year for government agencies to activate their respective project development office for the implementation of NTF-ELCAC projects in their respective agencies. He asked the DILG to share the template of the DILG EO70 localization PMO to all national government agencies for their reference. The Barangay Development Program, or BDP, was established with the end goal of bringing development to conflict-affected communities. Since the program's inception, a total of 30.4 billion pesos have been allocated to benefit some 4,501 barangays nationwide that were cleared of NPA influence. However, under the 2024 General Appropriations Act, only a total of 2.6 billion or 2.5 million per barangay was appropriated. The President said that the 2.5 million per barangay is small. He said, "We have to do more, we have to do better than that, and we will try to reach 10 million per barangay." The President has directed the Cabinet to increase the financial support to the 846 BDP barangays for 2024. He tasked the DBM to allow the 846 barangays to access the FALGO, or the Financial Assistance to LGU, so that the requirements for farm-to-market roads and water system and sanitation can immediately be funded this year. The DILG and the DBM will crunch the numbers and work out the immediate implementation of the President's directive. The President also directed the NTF-ELCAC to propose specific programs and projects for continuous implementation of projects for the 5,430 barangays that have been part of the BDP program since its inception. The President also directed the Cabinet to study the proposed 2024 to 2028 NTF-ELCAC roadmap. He directed the OPAPRO and the DND to submit their comments which seeks to institutionalize the NTF-ELCAC's transformation program for combatants, their families, and barangays. Under the proposed roadmap, the NTF-ELCAC has crafted a roadmap to ensure a path to unity, peace, and development during the term of the Marcos administration. The roadmap has 2 tracks. Track 1 addresses the primary issues and root causes of the communist armed conflict, emerge strong and dynamic communities, and institutionalize peace and development initiatives. Track 2 ensures that former rebels are fully mainstream to contribute to nation building. Communities are empowered to resolve issues through a consultative decision-making process, and all sectors are united to resist threats of terrorism. The roadmap will significantly contribute to the President's Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028, notably Chapter 13, Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2038, notably Chapter 13, ensure peace and security and administration of justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Año. Next, we have Undersecretary Torres.
Good afternoon, friends from the media. We would be giving you details in this afternoon's press conference on the items that were discussed a while ago, with the President himself presiding the 5th NTF-ELCAC meeting. So the 6 items that were enumerated by our Secretary, NSA Año, was already shared with you, and we will just be discussing this along the way as we progress in our briefing. Thank you.
Thank you. Secretary Galvez.
Good afternoon, everybody, to our media friends. On the part of the UPAPRO is in charge on the local peace engagement track of the NTF-ELCAC. At the same time, we are now monitoring on the development of the amnesty. For UPAPRO, we are recommending to the President and to the NTF-ELCAC that we need to really comprehensively made a transformation roadmap wherein this will delve more on the combatants, their families, and the communities, including the barangays and the provinces. As of this moment, the UPAPRO is concentrating on the localization of the transformation roadmap. We will be visiting 56 provinces. We have already visited 26. Yesterday, we visited Agusan del Sur. And this coming April 12, we will visit more or less South or North Cotabato. We will be ready for any questions pertaining to different aspects of the NTF-ELCAC.
The floor is open. Any questions from the media? Alexis Romero, Philippine Star. Microphone, please.
Secretary Galvez, any update on the policy of the Marcos administration to pursue the peace negotiations with the NDF?
The consultation is still ongoing. We have visited most of the camps, and also we visited some of the provinces. We have already visited Western Mindanao Command. We have also visited Northern Luzon Command, and also Southern Luzon Command. We also have good discussions with the different commanders of the Philippine Army. And we're getting some positive feedbacks. But for now, I cannot discuss all the details because the talks is still some sort of ongoing.
So when will you conduct at least the informal talks, the next informal talks?
So we are still waiting for the decision of the president. But for now, we are on the process of consulting, including the CSOs and also the religious sector.
What particular matters were consulted? Ano yung pinag-uusapan sa consultations?
The consultation is to gain some constituency on the peace process. What will be their comments pertaining on the process? What will be the details of the framework, and also some of the meat of the final peace agreement. But for now, I cannot discuss these things because I'm still waiting for the guidance of the security cluster.
Thank you. Chona Yu, People's Journal.
Sir, do you have figures kung ilang members ng cpp-npa-ndf ang target na bigyan ng amnestia, and sino yung mga high profile na under review ngayon yung amnesty nila?
Before I turn the mic to Secretary Galvez, una-una, binigyan na ng ating go signal ng ating presidente na i-finalize yung IRR para magsimula na. And initially, mayroon ng 1,500 applicants from the CPP-NPA. Yun ay ipoprocess kapag ma-finalize na yung IRR. Sa other details, I'll give the floor to Secretary Galvez.
So, as of this moment, yung ating National Amnesty Commission, ino-organize na natin yung tinatawag na Local Amnesty Board. Ito yung more or less 17 local amnesty board in different regions. Ito yung poproseso at mag-assess kung either yung ina-apply na amnesty will be eligible or not. Sa ngayon, ang nakita namin, we are expecting more or less 1,500 from the CPP-NPA. And I believe it will increase in case na magkaroon na tayo ng tinatawag natin na proseso.
Okay, Harley Valbuena, DZN.
Hello, good afternoon po. Sirs, now that the government is shifting its focus from internal security to external defense, so how long will it take until we can fully claim our victory against communist insurgency so that we can join in refocusing our forces to external security?
First of all, ang ating NTF-ELCAC roadmap is up to 2028. So, kahit na nagta-transition yung ating armed forces from internal to external, marami pa ring role ang armed forces dito. Particularly, ang ating goal is to dismantle the 11 weekend guerrilla fronts up to the end of the year. And this will also include dismantling 26 vertical units and party organs within the 27 sub-regional committees and 14 regional party committees. So the PNP and the armed forces will work closer because some areas na cleared na will have to be handled by the Philippine National Police as the armed forces transition into the external defense mode. But there will always be tasking for the armed forces of the Philippines all the way because it's part of the NTF-ELCAC. So I'll give the floor to our Chief of Staff, General Romeo Browner.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. So, on the part of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, we have set our deadlines for our units on the ground to dismantle the remaining weekend guerrilla fronts, to address the vertical units of the New People's Army, and also to continue to dismantle the regional party committees and the sub-regional committees. No? So, nagbigay tayo ng mga targets sa mga units natin. Kaya't kung mapapansin po ninyo, ay halos every day ay nagkakaroon po tayo ng mga armed encounters. No? Not just between the armed forces of the Philippines and the members of the New People's Army, but also with the local terrorist groups. So, we launched an expansive and intensive military operations against all of these threat groups.
So, kapag dumating na po tayo sa point na we have already ended the communist insurgency, so we can now say that we can consolidate all our forces to external defense?
Yes, that is correct. But even now, as we are fighting the internal security threats in our country, we are also slowly shifting already to territorial defense. That is why you will notice that the modernization program of the Armed Forces of the Philippines is very ambitious. So we have made sure that we will be able to achieve a level of modernization for the Armed Forces of the Philippines that will be able to at least deter attacks to our country, to our territory, and achieve a certain level of defensive posture against any threats that will be coming from outside.
Joyce Balancho, ABS-CBN.
Vice President Sara Duterte, as the co-vice chair, was she present during the Execo meeting? I'm just curious how the discussion went, because before she gave a statement urging the president to stop giving amnesty to communist rebels.
Yes, she attended the NTF-ELCAC meeting this afternoon, and she's supportive to the president. And there was a very good discussion, particularly on the proposed roadmap and some actions that were have to be taken. So all along the meeting, ay andun si Vice President.
I believe yung sa against sa amnesty, we already explained to the Congress and Senate that the amnesty, kasi hindi lang siya, kasi pati yung mga senador at saka yung mga congressmen before, they don't want to have that amnesty to the rebels. But we explained to them that those be subjected to the amnesty are those more or less 40,000 CPP-NPA that have already surrendered. Doesn't include yung mga nakakulong, at the same time yung mga nandun pa sa taas. Ibig sabihin yung amnesty is only involving those who already taking cognizance of their situation, and they went back to the folds of the law already. Kaya ang karamihan po dito, may mga iba po na mayroong mga warrant of arrest, yung iba nakakulong.